What up, dog? Welcome to Yeah I Said It Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Iceman. This the team.
What's the dealio? You know what time it is. It's your man, Alio, a.k.a. Mastermind. About to school these fools once again.
Hey, y'all know what time it is. Hey, I got my stuff on paper so they can't read through my phone. Gonna be a good one tonight, people. Pay attention.
You see, gang on papers, get me. Go ahead, young P.
We're going to ban you from intros in a little while. Just going to say we got the guy next to him.
It's your boy, Young P, aka Mr. PR. It's going down. I'm ready.
Yes, sir, my guys, what's going on? How y'all feeling today?
Feeling great, baby.
Yeah, seem like,
Everything beautiful.
okay, seem like y'all boys ready for another great show, great topics, great debates. Yeah, what y'all boys talking about? Can any team in the WNBA become a dynasty? Can any team in the WNBA become a dynasty? I'm gonna start off with you, Young P.
Yes, sir. I believe the best team that has the best potential to do it is the Las Vegas Aces. I feel like they got the best potential. I think they got the best coach. They won it last year. They already off to a good start this year. I think they have the potential to do it to become a dynasty because I foresee that they're going to win it again this year. Even though you got the big three in New York and everybody's probably pushing for the big three in New York to do it, I still think even with that, the Aces is just well coached and just a well oiled machine that can mess around and win back to back, if not a three-peat, if they stick together and barring injuries and stuff like that. So I'm seeing the dynasty is going to come from Vegas. Vegas, baby.
Okay. Well, I'm finna send it down here to my man Mastermind, but I'm gonna jump in here real quick, and I'm just gonna say no. I don't think there'll be a dynasty no time soon, like how it was with
Houston.
Houston and the Sharks and them other teams like that. But so no time soon for me. So go ahead, Mastermind.
I was kind of on that same card a little bit, to be honest,
That it can't
but
be one.
that it can't be. I ain't gonna lie because it's too tough now because the teams are kind of equally matched. I know a couple teams got might have a little better roster, heavy top heavy, but then when some of those get into foul trouble and you bring in the bench, it kind of equals out. So, but the team that I do kind of think might can pull off maybe two, maybe might get two or something, but due to some age too, so they might not get that many as the Liberty. I
Mm.
think the Liberty might be able to do something
Yeah.
because I think people are slipping on Nesco. They
Right.
seem to forget that she was the original Kaylin. You know what I'm saying? So I think you look out for her to have a good year this year too. And then with them adding Brianna
Yeah.
Stewart,
That's what I about to say with
you know what
Bree
I'm
over there.
saying? Yeah.
I would say that.
I think they got
Yeah.
a good shot at it. Yeah, Aces is looking good too though. That was a
Right.
good pick. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? But I just don't see no dynasty just because like how those two teams are so competitive. You know what I'm saying? The other teams are kind of like that also.
Go ahead, Cool Breezy.
So I'm gonna ride the wave with you guys. I do agree with Vegas if we're talking about current. I'm gonna say Vegas,
Mm.
just because now yeah they won it last year, but within the last maybe 5 6 years they have always had a consistent winning record, even though they haven't won a championship every year. They always finish in the top three as far as a consistent winning record. So if we're talking that, um, I would say Vegas. But far as past history, you got what was they called the Houston
Commas,
Comets,
yeah.
and then just doing some little research and stuff. Minnesota Lynx, they won it every year before old girl retired.
Meyer.
Yeah.
Yep, they won it every other year. Minnesota Lynx won it
Right.
like every other year for like four out of like 6 or 7 years in a
Right.
row. You
Them
know
the
what I'm
teams
saying?
that really was dynasties.
Yeah,
Minnesota,
Yeah.
Detroit Shock, and Houston. So
yeah.
yeah.
And like I say, still piggybacking with Wyatt and Ray. Um, I think New York is gonna give Vegas a run for their money. Um,
Mhm.
one thing I know I'm going on though, but one thing about it, and I think the reason why I wouldn't count Vegas as a dynasty because one, you have to win championships to be considered a dynasty, and with the WNBA format, I don't know if y'all know, like that first round is one and done, sort of like a college tournament. So,
Okay, okay.
you can get knocked off
Off quick.
that first round. It ain't no the playoff series doesn't start until like the second, all the way to the championship.
Okay. Before we get to the next question, I want to ask you guys this. Do y'all see anybody else winning then, or do y'all know about anybody else that can win besides the Aces in New York? Because I see all you three guys just talking about them two. Anybody else y'all see that might can pull it off?
Probably what's the name? Who is it? Phoenix or whatever. Let me think of that.
Anybody take the lead? Anybody?
I'll go with the Storm, probably.
You think so?
Seattle Storm over
Yeah,
there?
I'll probably go.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't say the Storm because they lost with Stewie gone. And then what's old girl? She retired. Like they lost.
I see y'all checking them phones.
Yeah,
Come
I'm
on,
checking
come on.
the
Shouldn't be
phone,
that hard, baby.
straight. I'm gonna say Connecticut Sun.
That's what I was going to say. I couldn't think of their first name. Yeah,
Connecticut Sun.
Okay, okay.
'cause they popped the Aces, so they have a good chance of, you know what I'm saying. That's the Aces only loss is to something.
Yeah, I would look out between just those three: the Suns,
Phoenix, yeah, yeah.
Connecticut Suns, and
New York
I
Liberty.
mean, I'm like I said Phoenix.
Yeah,
Right, I'm like,
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Phoenix.
right, I'm like, yeah, I forgot you we talked to. Right, I'm like,
the Sun, Liberty, and Aces, and then that fourth one can be a wild card. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
okay. Which player are you looking at right now in the WNBA? Starting off with you, Cool Breezy.
Looking at as far as what being that player.
I mean, I
That
meant to
you
say, which player are you liking right now? I'm sorry. Which player are you liking right now?
I'm liking. We just talked about it, Brianna Stewart, aka Stewie. Um, she got drafted by Seattle and made Seattle a better team, a championship team, and now she over at Liberty and she's making Liberty a championship team. So I like Stewie right now. But it's a host of young players that came out of college this year that I like too. But they are rookies right now.
Okay. Who all got Stewie? Who else got? Go ahead, Cool Breeze. I mean, Mastermind. You said you got
Who
Stewie.
I'm with Nesco, the original Kayla. That's what I'm with, baby.
Okay.
I'm ready to see her shoot some noses out and cross some people over, baby.
Who you got down there?
I actually went with I'm going opposite in terms of, I know they're a rookie, but I've been kind of impressed, even though she on a losing ass team, with Boston. You know what I'm saying? Leah Boston coming out of South Carolina. She
Indiana.
Yeah, she was on a terrible team, but
Mhm.
she doing better than I thought she was gonna do in the league. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, she was cool, but it's sometimes I looked at her like you ain't dominating like I thought you was gonna dominate. So she's scoring more points than for favorite, and I mean she doing pretty good. So that's what I've been looking out, and that's what I kind of been paying more attention to, seeing what she's doing, her transition into the league. Boston.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm like Cool Breeze. I always like this Stewie. Just I like all the Connecticut play. I mean, yeah, the females that came out of UConn.
Yeah.
Such as Myers, Stewie, and the rest. And I like Nurse too. She can shoot too. Uh, she's from UConn too. But so like I said, I always be checking out all them players. I like Ella Don. I think she played for the Mystics, but they might have traded her, or she might still play. I'm not for sure. But as far as the WNBA, I just like I like watching the females outside shooting. I believe this just always that what I said. I believe that the females should compete against the guys. And what we said.
You gotta say, yeah, I said it, man. You know the name of the show. Come on, man.
Well, right, yeah.
You gotta put it down
But
like that, Ice. Come on.
well, yeah, I said it.
There we
Yeah, I
go.
said it. I said that the females need to compete against the men in an all-star game in a hot shot competition and skills competition. And I think that they would sometimes win that competition. Majority than lose. So because I believe they can they shoot better. Better at the mid range, better shot, shoot because the guys in the NBA now is only shooting threes and they can't hit the mid range. So in the hot shot competition, you have to have that mid range game. And I think that them women just got that touch for that. So that's me on that. And anybody else got something to say?
That'd
Oh,
be
go ahead.
interesting though. If they did that during All-Star weekend, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Right.
That
Mhm.
and you know, include the WNBA, that gives some good exposure for them. You know what I'm saying? That's when I would do it. I'd make it during the WNBA All-Stars.
They did the mix for a while. You know what I'm saying? You had to have a WNBA player on your team in the
And the
skills
All-Star
competition,
game.
all-star skills competition. They did it for a while with just not going head to head, but I'm saying you
Yeah.
had to have one player
No, I'm
Right.
saying I would do it
straight up head.
Right.
in the WNBA All-Star weekend. I bring
Oh,
one of the NBA All-Stars to them. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Okay.
And that'll get them more exposure, you know?
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, if they do it that way, that's cool. But I would have the women over there because I know it'd be more people watching, and then that'd get them more exposure to when they start playing. It'll make you say, "Oh, let me check homegirl out." And like I said, remember on that skill, then take the Giannis brothers out. That skills competition, them
Right.
Giannis brothers, I got them playing in, and put some WNBA players in that spot right there. What them Giannis brothers doing? Sit their asses down and put them WNBA players in there and let them get the job done. Yeah. Anybody else got something to say before we step over?
Nope.
No, sir.
All sports has paused for a second till NFL season. So what y'all watching? Major League Baseball or once again WNBA Mastermind?
I ain't gonna lie, I just watched the USFL. But anyway, out of those two, I'm gonna say this is a tie probably. I'm gonna have to do P 2 times because I check out a little bit of baseball, but I've really been watching more WNBA than I had of baseball.
USFL was a good one though.
Yeah, that's
Covered
what
them
I've
games
really
been
been
straight.
watching. Yeah, that's what I've
Right. Yeah, covered them straight. Cool breezy.
Yeah, this summer is definitely going to be the WNBA. Hands down to baseball, what they did as far as speeding up the game. But you know, I've been wrapped up in the WNBA ever since watching the college championship, women's college championship. So I just been into the WNBA. Especially, I like the way they got the Sunday format going. Once men's basketball in, I think Sundays they giving you double hitter game for the women. You know what I'm saying? So I like that format that they doing. So most definitely that. And just to piggyback, yeah, I got that little football itch, so I did watch the Michigan Panthers and Pittsburgh Maulers. But
Right.
man,
Panthers ain't looking like
hey,
nothing.
Panthers
That's-
looking like the Lions 2.0, buddy.
No, no, no. The old
Right.
Yeah,
Lions.
I'm sorry, yeah,
Yeah, they
the
look.
old
And I'm finna give it down there to Young P, but before I throw it down there, I just want to. I've been kind of watching both, but more Major League Baseball because I'm still trying to see somebody throw that no hitter or get close to doing it. So I've been paying close attention to that. But the WNBA, for some reason, when we were just saying who you liking right now or whatever, and we was naming the females and all like that. It's a female that we don't really talk about that I think these kids need to know about, and she was cold. She was cold. Her name even had cold in it. Cold Slaw.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember Shamika
Coleslaw.
Coleslaw?
Yeah.
Tennessee, baby.
Coleslaw, right?
Yeah. I just want to throw it down there. She is under Pat Summit. I just wanted that name just kept being in my head when we was like, what player you liking right now? And she old school. But man,
You know who you gonna make me think of
Yeah.
now. The only female Mike, baby.
Yeah.
Cynthia Cooper.
go ahead, Young P.
That was a good one, even though I like catching better.
Jimmy Kakins.
But honestly, I'm thinking out loud. I'm definitely going baseball over WNBA. But really, I ain't gonna lie. I was caught up in the softball college World Series.
That was
I'm
good.
caught up in the college baseball World Series. So that's why I know it's more baseball for me over WNBA. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched college softball, but for some reason I kept wanting to watch more games this year. So
No.
Defeated that
yeah,
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Maybe that part. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No.
53 weeks. Go ahead.
Did you see that game?
The last one, yeah.
No, did you see when homegirl thought they was already blowing them out, but when she thought she knocked it out the park and homegirl
Caught that.
give me that. I was like, oh my God.
You know they ain't got
Yeah.
Got that. That's what she was hurt.
Man, right. Since she was like, I'm in the books, baby.
Speaking of, I don't know if it was last. Yeah, I think it was last night. How Stanford won, beat Texas. My man lost the ball in the light.
Oh, man, yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You see, he just dropped to his knees like, I can't believe I did that.
No, they both though. The center field and
Yeah.
the right field, they both threw their hands up.
Like they can't see it. And I know, and the crazy thing is, I know I'll be always having some crazy stories of me playing sports, and it seemed like something crazy happened to me. But years ago, we used to play softball under the lights.
Right.
And that happened to me one time. Bussy, yeah, you Bussy.
Bussy Valentino. He talking
Yeah,
about you,
right.
Bussy Valentino.
Bussy rapping my ear off for some reason. We out in the outfield and the ball get hit, and I look in the lights like, Lord have mercy. I don't know. I just had to cover up.
So,
I'm
right.
praying that it didn't hit me in the head.
Oh.
It just missed me on the. I'm praying like, Lord, I done lost it in the lights, so I can't see that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So just think how the fans do it. They sitting there and they like, what is he covering up for?
Yeah. That boy knocked that. Hey, you be looking up too long, hit that eye, you be need a steak later on. That's that joint.
So,
Won't you? Yeah. So anybody got something they want to keep saying on that before we move along?
I'll tell y'all something else I've
Go
been
ahead, baby.
peeping out too, though.
what's up?
Boxing is back, y'all. Y'all better start watching it and that MMA. There's been some good stuff going on in there, baby.
Yeah.
Before we move along, I just want to ask this. Did anybody see what's her name? Nunez fight over the weekend? Anybody see her?
I'm just gonna say I'm sick. I missed that
I
fight.
missed out.
Man, the
I missed
Nunez is the truth. I keep telling you.
Hey,
Yes.
I heard she retiring.
you,
so that's what
you
makes
went out like a champ.
Yes.
Hey, you went out like a champ. Hey, from
Can't
round
go
one
no
to
better.
hey,
I'm sick.
you did your thing, baby.
We salute you over here,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah. So, is Gabe Vincent the reason why Miami Heat losing, or now they lost? Starting off with you, Mastermind.
No, sir. No, sirree, Bob. You can't just blame it on him. You got to go down that line. There was a bunch of other people showing up in the conference finals, but when we got to the finals, I didn't hear Caleb Martin. See what I'm saying? I didn't hear Matt Strus consistently. See what I'm saying? I didn't hear Duncan Robinson consistently like it was supposed to be. I didn't hear all of that. Only two names I heard consistently was Adebayo and Butler. See, when you get to the finals, you need a team, baby, because you played a team over there. So we can't just blame one man on that one. And I'm going to say this. Yeah, I said it. What's the name? He outcoached. Malone outcoached two great coaches. Yeah, I said it. He outcoached Pat Riley and Spoelstra. Yes, sir, he did.
Hey, I see you down here. What you got to
can
say?
shake your head
I'm
all you
moving down
want.
here, Cool Breeze.
He got this to prove it.
Go ahead,
got
Cool
this.
Breeze.
Shake your head, know all you want.
First of all, you can't blame Gabe Vincent. The reason why is like all 30, well, how is it 32 teams? So
Yes,
all 31 teams for over the last 10 years played copycat and failed for the Golden State small ball. I need those players. I'm glad Denver won. I'm glad Denver won just because for the simple fact we can slowly, not real fast or rapidly, slowly transition back to traditional starting five basketball. Miami was little, man. They was little.
You think? You heard that somewhere else, didn't
Denver
you?
had they had a natural front court. They had a big man, they had a power forward, and they had a true small forward. And they back court was traditional too. They had a point guard with a regular shooting guard. Miami was just too small. They was too small. Even when they came off the bench, they was too small. So to say that Gabe Vincent, where they all disappeared, Gabe Vincent and the so-called non-drafted players that got them to the finals, they couldn't shoot over nobody. They couldn't shoot over. They were just too small.
That's called length, just in case you don't know.
Length, whatever.
Because they're long.
That's traditional, but I'm saying that's
I'm just saying what it's
is
called.
that not traditional basketball? We haven't seen nothing like that in over 10 years because of Golden State.
What you got to say, Young P?
Well, I'm definitely gonna say put a no on that. I'm not gonna put all the blame on him. I do feel like this. They missed too many shots, and I feel like
What make you miss shots, P?
length can make you miss shots, but also just missing shots. Period. The stage might have been too big for some of the cats. The stage might have been. So you tell him, okay. So let me ask y'all this.
Arch up there.
So let me
different angle over.
No, some of that stuff you just gotta. You
Okay,
just
you're
can't be
right.
choking. You
No.
just can't choke sometimes.
No.
But let me ask y'all this. So you telling me that Jimmy Butler wasn't as aggressive as he should have been in this series?
Jimmy Butler, you was not a superstar now when it comes to the finals.
He was
That's what I'm saying.
I understand that, but see, this the key thing. That's why you. That's why you. That's why you gotta get the ball up. Yes, go ahead, Pete.
No, I'm just saying, that's what I'm saying. Butler did not. It's no way that you're supposed to be a superstar because we could. Well, people are saying that you're a superstar on this team. It's no way that in certain quarters you only scoring 2 points, or you coming down, you giving the ball up too many times, kicking it back out when you right there. I don't want to hear nothing about jokers. You could have shoot the mid range a couple of times. Sometimes you just got down there and
Can't shoot over 16.
no, you can't.
Thank you.
You could be
Go ahead.
aggressive.
But
You could
still, let
you telling me he wasn't being? So you telling me he was
What
being
I'm saying is
aggressive?
this.
No.
Well,
Playing his
who
game.
can't shoot over 16?
no, what I'm
He can't
what
be
I'm
aggressive
saying-
shooting over doing that.
What I'm saying is this, right?
What
You
the
got
Jim
Jimmy
was
listed
working-
at 6'6", which means
Okay.
he's really 6'4".
Okay.
I'm constantly throwing Gordon and
Okay.
Porter at you. Or if not, double teaming it. You got 2 6'11" dudes
Okay.
at you at all times.
I was getting past you on my
Okay.
first step.
I got and he
coming up
no he
Joker.
go there and do that head fake and spinner.
Or Jeff Green, like the length.
He go in there instead of him going there strong. He go in there and do that head fake and then spin around and try to get out.
Exactly.
He start being his moves and everything start being suspect. You start being able to predicting and all like that. But what I was gonna say, I disagree with you boys. I think Gabe is one of the key factors and one of the reasons why they was losing. Because if y'all even seen them games when he was even game one that they lost, and you can go even back to the Eastern Conference Finals, but them series and then game one, even though they lost, game two when he had like 20 something, game one I think he had 19 or 20 something, but they was always getting the game. They was close. He was feeding the ball. It wasn't just Jimmy Smith bringing the ball. It was running. It was running through Gabe, and he was getting everybody involved. Then, like Mastermind said, now it's time for the coaching to kick in. Let's see who can outcoach who. And if you notice, they thing wasn't to stop Jimmy Smith, Jimmy Butler, because Jimmy Butler, he was missing his shortstops. He was missing everything. He wasn't hitting no jump, so that wasn't a goal. If you paid attention after game three, they made Murray, when he said I had to come in, play aggressive, do this. He came in and he started checking Gabe and them harder. They started pressing him.
Talking about Brown.
No.
He's saying Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray,
checking
the beginning of the
Gabe
game,
Vincent.
they started trapping Gabe. They started making him get out his hand, everything. Then the little shots he was taking, little up and unders. Yeah, we'd give and take those. But as far as him doing, just coming down easy like he was, no. They didn't mind it going back in Jimmy Butler hand because he not an illustrator.
Right.
He don't know how to pass the ball around. So they thing was, let's stop Gabe. And they did that. If y'all go back to them games, they was getting the ball in, and then, okay, if he hit them open threes, when it do get to him, do that. But as far as all that,
You saying they took his facilitating away?
they took everything away. His penetrating, his everything. Now, if the ball came back around and it was an open three, oh, give or take. You got to take it. But as far as his game plan when he was, how he usually play, they took that away from him.
I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying is this: Denver was just way taller than Miami.
Listen,
You
So-
going back to what Mastermind told you, boys, in the season first started.
we
You
under,
hear me what I said?
listen,
You don't want to give your credit?
listen.
Gabe, like, okay, get some rest. Let's chill. Let's watch the game. You got Kevin Lowry out there who even shorter.
Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry does even shorter than Gabe Vincent.
I understand, but if you notice, them games that they was winning, Callum, look at the points. Then now these games they was losing, Gabe didn't even put up 10. I don't think in none of them.
Nope.
Them last
I
one.
know the last two he didn't.
Right, just last night they just lost by 5. The game before that they lost by, you know what I'm saying? If he could put up his average 15 to 20, they would won those games.
But that's the same
He
thing.
didn't even do none of
But
that.
see, that's the same thing I say about Strauss.
You know what I'm saying?
Strauss
did
was
not
the
show-
man.
he did not show
He
up.
was putting up everything. Caleb Martin, remember, he was
Not
walking
balling
into the
like-
finals looking like I'm almost
Yeah, you need
conference
that.
MVP.
Caleb did it a couple of times. He didn't do it a lot, but he a bench player. You need that from your starters
Remember,
too.
he was a starter at one point. That's when the coaching came and changed it up. That's why I
He
said
was a starter in the final.
Yeah, he had started.
But they
In the
put
finals, Caleb Martin started in the finals.
started the first two games, but then they started.
Him out.
Had to start low because Gordon.
Oh
was-
yeah.
I'm just-
Love.
Now what? Now, okay, now time out.
Uh,
So what did Love do? What a difference did that make for real?
Love didn't make that much of a difference.
None.
But he gave them.
None.
They thought he probably could
So
have
you
helped
could
on the rebound.
probably could have, but it didn't happen. So when you
No, it
start,
didn't.
But when I
once you start
Stretch it out with the jumpers.
go back to coaching.
Love was in there to try to handle or
But
slow
see,
down.
no, it
Gordon
goes
and
back
Porter.
to coaching. Once you see that he wasn't doing that, it's time to go back to Caleb Martin to what you started with.
What Gordon was doing.
Did you hear what I just said?
Killing them.
He was
Martin,
killing Martin. Then as soon as you put Kevin Love in, he still was killing. So what's the difference?
they
You
just
going
didn't
out
have
your
the height.
game
They
plan
didn't
now.
have the height.
I'm just saying.
They was struggling.
I told you that from jump.
They didn't
Remember,
have
I'm
the
the only
height.
one on the panel that picked Denver. Everybody else picked Miami. So I
They
knew
didn't have the
from
height.
jump.
They did
I
not
told
have the
you
height.
that.
Well, actually, I just said win the money with me. I didn't pick nobody.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
I'm
was
just
just
saying, I
winning
know.
them. Oh, you know, you gotta look at the tapes, baby.
Right. I said, I don't know. I'm just saying, I know everybody was saying Miami. I know I said flat out Denver. And then remember, we had to
Yeah.
pick who was going to win it that last time. And I know people said Miami. I don't know. I know
you-
for sure I said Denver.
Mm. Yes, you did.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You and do dirty.
Oh,
We gotta
yeah, I
give you
forgot,
props. Do
Dirt,
dirty.
baby. Mush won, y'all.
We gotta give it to you. My
Might be
man
over.
do dirty.
It might be over. The mush theory might be over now, Dirt.
Okay. Miami possible new big three. Who's that? Butler, Dame Lillard, and Aiton. Starting off with you, Cool Breeze.
If the rumor mill is true,
Yeah.
because they've been speaking on it a lot heavy this week. I like the Dame if they can pull something off. I like the Dame pickup if they can pull that off. The DeAndre Ayton, I'm like, I'm not really sold on that. I think they can get a quality big man for Miami out in the free agent market. You know what I'm saying? So, but if they can pull that Dame off, yeah, I think that'll definitely I can't even say the word. Solidify them as solidify them as a conference final favorite if they can get Dame.
That's what you think? Okay. Mastermind.
Me, myself, I really don't understand the question. What are we saying? What's the question here? I know.
He's saying it's a rumor, but that's what I'm saying. It's a Miami possibility of a new big three of Butler, Dame, and Aiton.
Do I think that's going to happen, or what do I think if that happens?
It's a rumor. So, what's your take on if?
Okay,
it does-
well, I say if
the rumor is true over the summer.
they stupid if they do that. I'm not
Yep.
getting no Aiton. What I'm gonna bring him down there
Yes.
for? I'm
Well,
keeping
yeah,
out of Bayou if I'm gonna do any of that. Now, if you want to tell me I'm gonna create a rumor, we want to create a rumor, then I'd make one. Go ahead. I tell you, go get Joel Embiid. Go get Cat Williams. Somebody. Go get.
But what about Dame though?
I said Dame. Yes.
Dame, okay.
I'm talking about get rid. If you gonna move somebody to bring in, you talking about Aiton or some dumb stuff. I'm going to get Cat Williams. I'm going to get Embiid. I'm going to get somebody that's gonna have some girth.
Right,
So if I got to face Joker again, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Other than that, the rest of that stuff. Now Dame is a killer.
Yeah.
I take Dame all day, every day.
Yeah.
I think the Dame and maybe Jimmy that might get you over the top because now Jimmy can play the role that he truly is. He is a number 2, ladies and gentlemen. He's not a 1. Sorry, you know what I'm saying? I ain't hurt no feelings, but he is a true killer. But if you want Jimmy at his best, put him at your number 2 and make Dame your number 1, and now you got problems.
That's a good one. That's a good one. What you got to say down there, young P?
I definitely, when I saw DeAndre Ayton on the list, that's crazy. You would be, man. I know Pat Riley ain't gonna do no foolishness like that. He not bringing Ayton there. You saw what he did out west. You're actually kind of weak to me. You know what I'm saying? You need to. That's just my opinion. I said it. You're kind of weak, huh?
Pete, let me say one thing.
What you got to say?
I had to rethink that
Thank
too.
you. I
I
just
just said one thing.
No.
I thought about
Weak.
this. No, I thought
Going
about
to the
this. Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
that's
and
why
I thought about one other
I-
thing. If you give Pat Riley a big man, Pat Riley gonna work him into shape, and he gonna have to work out with
Man, you think
Alonzo
about
Mourning.
and all them,
No,
man?
I'm saying
Think about
Alonzo gonna make him work out and make him hold to a different standard. I think.
Yeah.
Right.
So he
Good.
might not be that bad, but myself, I'm not sold on Ayton.
My thing is this.
No,
Yeah,
sir.
because
I like the Cat because Cat is a free agent.
I
yeah,
don't even like Cat.
Mastermind was going where I was going. You get that boy down there. Nah, we don't know if they getting rid of Adebayo. He might still be there. So what if you got Aiton at your center, Adebayo at the power forward? So
Now you big.
that still can work.
Yeah, now you big.
Yeah, so we can't say it's just a question. So we're not saying that Adebayo not be going. So that might can work. And then once again in the East, Aiton might can dog, and then he might get the ball. You understand out there in the West Coast, he's surrounded by shooters,
Shooters up and down,
up and down. They don't want to get that boy the ball. They don't want to. They don't want to give him the ball in the paint. They don't. They want to get they. They want to get they shine on. They
Running
want.
gun.
They got to get money, contracts,
Yeah,
everything. They not.
running gun.
Yeah, also that running gun. But yeah, then they dogging the guy. How you gonna dog this guy when y'all come down and shoot the ball 3-4 times in a row, then come down let him touch it, then come down shoot it 2-3 more times, then let him touch it. Or when y'all off or y'all ain't looking good, y'all throw it to him 2-3 times in a row so everybody can say, oh, look at him, he ain't looking good, when really y'all not looking good. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how to feed him the ball. And that's what that is. Y'all give him
Need
the
true
ball.
point guard.
Yeah, but I'm saying they only giving him the ball when they not looking good. And then they give you the ball in any type of position. They give you the ball when you out there by the 3 point. You know what I'm saying? They got you looking bold. You know what I'm saying? So get him somewhere.
So you're basically saying to fix him is to put him in a different environment.
Put him in a
Gotcha.
different environment, start him all over, put him somewhere where they're going to feed him the ball at least 15, 20 times a game, give or take, do what you going to do. You know what I'm saying?
So
It's
just
better
a quick,
big,
quick,
I would have heard a better big three if you had to told me Bam was part of that. And then who are you getting rid of to get?
No,
Bam
that's why I
there?
said keep Bam in that. I was just saying.
If you keep Bam over there, that's tight. The only knock that I got, if you still have Bam and Aiton, you don't got that girth. Ain't nobody a big body. So when what's name Joker, if he come back through there,
what's
he
the
gonna
type? What's the
pound
type?
on you.
He ain't 7 feet.
Yeah, ain't nobody big. Though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
Big,
talking about
ain't
period
gonna-
in the
you
NBA.
talking
Joker's
about
going to do that to everybody.
No, I'm just saying that
Yeah.
that's the reason why I say
He
if they get
He a
somebody.
traditional center with handles. Though.
If they get somebody, that's why I say you got to get somebody who got a little weight, like Embiid, or you know what I'm saying, somebody who can take a little pounding.
Well, here go a key thing. Here go a key thing to all you big boys, all you big centers, all you big young boys, even Wiseman. The Pistons got you now. You seen what the Joker do. They can't handle you boys in the post. Wiseman, get your game together down there. Free throw on down.
Jump hook,
Dog from there on down. You see.
I think
You going to make
I think
everybody
that's
come
Durant.
to you.
shoulder.
I think that's Durant's spot.
I mean, during
Somebody.
somebody,
All the big
somebody.
fellas.
Let's go to all big
Big
fellas.
fellas. Get down there, get your
Let's
little
go to
floater,
everybody. Go down there and put that glove up and do the
put your backside to that rim and go to work.
But that's why I said Denver showed that you can win with a traditional 5 now. You know what I'm saying? Which I know it ain't gonna happen overnight, but
Nah, you
But they got
you
women.
can't-
They
you
got
supposed to
women
win
Giannis coming in the league.
You
They
supposed,
doing-
you
they
supposed to
doing
always
that.
been winning with a traditional 5. Like I say, it's just going back to team basketball.
Right,
Yeah.
making them go back down low. It's too many
Yeah,
big men
you know what I'm saying?
at the point.
But-
They there. They just got to start going to the ball.
Golden State did that for 10 years though, man. They changed basketball for 10
But
years.
some of it is if I'm a coach, I'm not letting you shoot that. What did you
Who's
say a
the
couple weeks
best
ago?
dunker and what order? Vince Carter, Dominique Wilkins, Michael Jordan. Starting off with Mastermind.
That's a tough one. No, I got a caveat to this question. Is this in-game dunkers or just flat out dunking? That's it.
In game.
Oh, in-game, I'm going with Dominique Wilkins first. Number 2, I'm going with Jordan, and then 3, I'm going with Vince. In-game.
Go ahead, Cool Breeze.
That's that Mike glove over there.
No, I said Dominique Wilkins first.
I'm going with Mr. Highlight with real himself, Dominique Wilkins, Atlanta Falcons.
Atlanta Hawks.
And yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Atlanta Hawks, excuse me. ATL baby in the house anyway.
Yes, sir.
And then I'm going with Vince Sanity. Far as that, he just got too many heads, just crazy. Especially the 7-footer in the Olympics with 7'5". So and then I'm going with MJ.
Young P.
I'm going Vince, Dominique, and then Jordan. It was easy for me to think through this.
Right. Okay.
It was easy. Okay.
Yeah, the same here.
It was.
Well, it's not easy to me
It wasn't.
because between Vince and Dominique for that number 1
Yeah.
in the end game is man. So they my 1 and 2, and then Jordan, even though he got some nice dunks on everybody, but these guys was
Crazy.
chest to chest, like Jordan had some nice ones too, though. Don't get me wrong, and he had some scandal ones, but
Straight off the
yeah.
vertical, they was cooking.
yeah, they was doing it. But who you boys got if they was in the dunk contest then? Who the
Dunk
best dunk in the dunk contest? Starting
going-
off with you, Mastermind.
I'm going with Vince Carter.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Vince got too much.
What's your order? What's your order?
Vince first. I gotta go with my heart. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Neek second, and then Jordan.
Yeah,
That's a great one. Go ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead, Cool Breeze.
Vince first, just from watching all the dunk contests over the years. Vince first, Dominique, and MJ. I know MJ beat Dominique, but that's because MJ took off from that free throw line to seal the deal. But
Nah.
Dominique,
Still, nobody ain't did that vertical full 2-hand windmill yet.
yeah,
What?
yeah,
Off the
Dom-
vertical.
Listen,
Vertical.
yeah,
I
got
still
Vince.
say they cheated. Like you say.
What you saying, but I'm just saying that for anybody who want to say, "Oh,
You say
beat
Neek just off the vertical, throw that boy off the backboard,
Go
almost
ahead,
take off
Young
from the
P.
free throw line.
We'll get back to it in a minute. Get ahead, Young P.
My order doesn't change.
Right,
Vince, Dominique, Jordan.
yeah,
right.
Game or dunk contest, I'm going with the same order.
Okay,
No
okay.
disrespect, Vince, but I just MJ for the number 2 for me on that end game. But you know how it goes.
All right. I'm gonna stick with this. What was the best dunk you seen in the dunk contest? Then starting off with you, Cool Breeze.
Man, shit, now I gotta think. Out of them or
Not
just
just period.
I'm,
Just period.
I'm P 2 times right now. We talking about Dominique back in the day, like O said, that windmill.
Yeah.
Then Vince. Vince did the whole. Yeah, Vince got crazy.
What you got, Young P?
this is definitely one of those on the spot questions.
Yeah.
But I think I might go with, and I don't.
It's just something like
Yeah. I don't think I'm definitely putting the human highlight reel in there. So I definitely gotta go P 2 times on this one.
Yeah.
But I want to say, I don't think Vince did it. I could be wrong. Y'all can correct me. But Harold Miner, when he came through and covered his eyes,
That was D
D
Brown.
Brown.
D.
Or did Harry Miner do it too?
No, that was D Brown.
No, I know D Brown did it
Yeah.
first.
That's
I know
probably
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was D Brown.
that
Yeah,
did
it was.
first.
Celtics.
You talking about first?
Yeah. Who did it first? I thought here. I wasn't sure. You know what I'm saying? So,
D Brown.
Did it after he pumped his shoes up. What was the name of them shoes? Reebok.
Reebok.
those is my like all time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some other that you can put in there honorable mention, but those two right there stick out in my head.
Okay. Before I get down to Mastermind, I'm gonna throw mine in there. It was just something came across my mind while I was reading the question off. And he an old school guy, and I know he probably would never get mentioned unless it was in a dunk contest. And Mastermind probably remember this dunk, and I'm gonna go with Stansberry with the Statue of Liberty.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That was sweet.
that Statue of Liberty is just
Yeah, that was sweet.
yeah, and and what he reversed though. Remember, it wasn't a regular. He
Mhm.
was
Did the
the
other-
backwards way up. You know what I mean? So that'll be mine.
Well, I'm gonna be like P. I got like 2, and I'm kind of leaning towards 3 to be honest. I ain't gonna lie
Right.
to
Go
y'all.
ahead, let him go.
But look,
I
I'm gonna
thought you
tell
said
y'all.
third one too, but
I got some people
You
might look it
boys,
up.
you boys forgot about Zach Levine, I guess.
no.
The boy was good.
Aaron Gordon or something.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm
Yeah, they was
saying?
going
Aaron
at it.
Gordon
Yeah,
did some stuff.
that's what I'm saying.
Aaron Gordon.
I mean, I'm kind of stuck between them and of course, Vince. But that that what's his name? That Jordan when he leaned to the side. That one where they
yeah.
showing like I guess
Yeah.
they call it kiss the baby,
yeah,
whatever. That
when
was
he
like,
rocking that, yeah.
yeah. When I seen that for the first time, that to me that was something. But
Mm-hmm.
What about the Blake Griffin over the Kia? Was that
I ain't really
just-
like that.
that
That
was
was to
just-
me. That was just something because to me
That was
now,
garbage, Blake.
you want to impress me? Jump over the whole car. Don't jump
Yeah.
over the
The
hood.
hood.
Jump over the roof.
Yeah.
You want to show jump
middle
over the
part
roof
of
of the
it?
car? Yes, sir. Show me that. How we doing something?
He jumped over the hood.
Good, yeah. That wasn't doing nothing to me.
Yeah.
But Vince Carter, man, when he,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that 360 windmill, then he, Vince is
Yeah.
retarded, man.
Well, yes, he is.
How will Carmelo Anthony be remembered in the pantheon of superstars? Starting off with you, Young Pete.
So I did think about this for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And congratulations on a great career. I know you retired this year. You know what I'm saying? I wish you had went out on a farewell tour. You know what I'm saying? I wish that had worked out for you some kind of way. But I think when it's all said and done, I think people are still gonna consider him a superstar, a great ISO player, great shooter, um, aggressive heart, all of that kind of stuff. But I still think when it's all said and done, I don't think he's gonna make people's top 20 when it's all said and done as overall player. You know what I'm saying? And
It's gonna be hard to make top 20 though.
I'm just saying, we talking superstar, so I think it'd be hard there. But even at his position, I still think you put him at like ninth or 10th at his position, maybe
All time.
all time, maybe even outside of the 10th.
Giving him top 10.
I might not even give him top 10. So, you know what I'm
Small
saying?
forwards, that's
Yeah,
real
thinking about
all-time.
all time small forward, I might not even give it to him top 10. So, I think when it's all said and done, his legacy isn't going to be what it could have been. But I think he still had a great career, all of that. I know you're 75 greatest players. I believe he's in that list. So, you still had a great career. But I think when it's all said and done in the pantheon of it, I think you might be one of those people that just kind of go to the wayside that people kind of may or may not remember as much.
Mm. We mastermind.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he's gonna go down as a great scorer. They're gonna always look at him as like Carmelo could get you a bucket at any given time. He was a good scorer. I think they gonna give him his praise, but to me, I think he gonna end up the memory like how my man is basically. Gonna go out like Dominique Wilkins, basically.
Mm.
I think that's gonna be the best scenario that I can compare him to is a Dominique. I think that's how his career basically gonna go.
This before I get into because of what you just said, I just want to jump in right quick. So when you just said, I want to just say this right quick. Will he be? Because this will also put him in the position of the rankings. Will he be the greatest Nick?
No. Nick's got too much history.
Yeah. I'm just asking.
Nah, because he wasn't better than Ewing.
Not before that, because we talking about shooters. Was he? Would they say he was better than B King?
No.
Nah, I see your face. I see your face. I don't.
No way,
Hey,
no how.
No.
mastermind. I don't want no problem.
Okay.
I'm just asking the
My
question because of what's still out there
I
about his
got you.
pantheon and that. So it's like how you say it's gonna go lower and lower and lower.
I just say this. He gonna go down in Denver as a great scorer. And he's gonna go down as in the Knicks as a great scorer. I think the other teams, that he did, those are just filling spots basically.
Go ahead, Cool Breeze.
So as far as his legacy and all that stuff as a superstar, I think his early career when he got drafted to Denver, because Denver obviously was in the lottery when they picked him up,
Mhm.
and he turned them into a perennial, consistent playoff contender. You know what I'm saying? So I think that time at Denver, and then what he brought to the Knicks, man.
I thought about stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Is I think that's gonna make him be a superstar. But I mean, I'm changing up the subject a little bit. I think he's gonna always be remembered with something because just social media nowadays.
Mhm.
Social media is more.
His son though too.
Yeah. So he's always gonna be around and prevalent, and so things gonna be changed on was he a consistent scorer? Should he be a superstar? Whatever it may be, it's gonna be always a debate with him.
Is he first ballot?
Depends on who the list with him.
I mean, just
Yeah.
your opinion. No list, no nothing. You got to vote. Is he in your first ballot vote?
Yeah.
P.
Yeah, he in my first ballot. I give him that.
Ice.
I got it relook. I got it relook.
But
Might
social,
take a
social,
couple
social
years
media,
down the line.
I'm
I
saying
got
social
I
media-
got
social
I got to
media
look. I
doesn't
got
make
to.
him a first time ballot. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You got to think of when these guys starting to retire now. They're still going to be current more than
Because I'm
past tense
I know.
players. You know what
You
I'm
gotta
saying?
be
Because of social-
outside.
because this is my thing. I'm listening to what he said. Remember, and I'm looking like this. See, a lot of the greats, you know how you be like, oh, my man, he was the greatest such and such ever. He was the greatest Laker. Or he was the greatest Piston. He was the greatest this. That's why I was asking y'all.
What
What-
team would you consider him the greatest?
No, what I'm saying is now he
He
played
not
with the
be the
Nuggets.
greatest
Was he
none
ever
of
the
those.
greatest Nugget? That's why I was asking y'all
Nah,
about.
you know what? I ain't gonna lie. At one point, he probably could have been considered the greatest Nugget.
Besides Joker and or
Alex
English,
English.
who else we got? For,
Kiki Vanderway too.
so you saying Vanderway better than Carmelo?
No, I'm just
Far-
saying
far-
those are the legends that we
Kiki
have
was
to go
that
with.
deal,
Denver.
though.
Don't get me
Kiki
wrong.
was that deal.
But
What?
guess what?
What?
Today's age, you don't see no highlights of Kiki unless it's
That ain't got
from
nothing,
us.
I ain't got nothing to do with that because in the years to come, then they ain't gonna have no highlights of
Oh,
that.
Or Wade or somebody.
Carmelo.
Well, why they gonna always have nothing to Kiki? It's up to you if you pull them up.
Pull him up. Carmelo's gonna stay. You know why? He got a son that's probably gonna end up being in it.
That ain't got nothing to do with me seeing his highlights and hooping and all that.
He
His
gonna be
name's
around.
gonna stay relevant. I be think because like you saying his son, but I don't know. I just like I said, I compare him. He's gonna be how you look at Dominique. You know what I'm saying? They might get him somewhere. He might be announcer for a team or something, or a team, owner or something. Something like that. But
Who's first to go on the hot seat? Dak Prescott, Bill Belichick, Brandon Staley. Cool breezy.
Yeah, I got P2 times on this one. First of all, the first hot seat person is gonna be Brandon Staley. I said you got no more excuses. For the last 2 years, you don't put it on your offensive or defensive coordinator on why the Chargers always end up being failures at the end of the year. Why is that? You got no more damn excuses.
sound like it's a little personal. Sound like it's a little personal.
Yeah.
You turn it red on TV, man. Calm down. You turn it red on TV. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Right now. Every year
I know that's your team.
they come up short. Oh, it wasn't me. It was you. Coordinator. He stunk it up.
Time
No,
out. Time out.
you
I
are
thought
the
time
head
out.
coach.
Time out. I thought he was the head coach / defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
That's what I was told.
Yeah, because you know what? The year before what year was that when they lost to the Raiders?
I'm just saying.
2 years ago.
Yeah, he blamed the defensive coordinator.
So now he became defensive
Yeah.
coordinator.
And
Okay.
then last year when they came up short in the playoffs, oh, it's the offensive coordinator. He got no more excuses. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's my rant. Yeah. Brandon Staley.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's my rant for the first one. Then the second one, man, how you put my man Dak in there with two coaches? That's what I'm talking about. That's some BS, people. That is some BS. He tried to slide it in there like I wasn't gonna peep it out.
Hey, you see, hey,
Who can a quarterback be on a hot seat in the NFL?
They already know they on trade.
listen, it's about, he about to be up for another contract.
Yes,
It's
sir.
about a whole bunch of stuff that they ain't gonna want to give him and all that.
They
So-
ain't gonna give it to him.
So that's why,
Unless he get a Super Bowl ring,
right.
Or win if he win the playoff game, they're gonna give it to him.
That's why.
Playoff game this year.
That's why he on that hot seat. What you got to say, Mastermind?
I'm going with that Brandon Staley cat too. I ain't gonna lie to you,
So you going
Brandon
Brandon
Staley.
Staley?
But Dak, they is gonna hold you.
Here
hold
we
your
go,
feet to the
people.
fire.
Here we go.
I ain't gonna lie because Belichick is good because he got too many titles, so he ain't got a
Yeah,
chance
he
of
going
getting
nowhere.
fired or nothing.
Nothing.
He
He
ain't
gonna
no
fire.
hot seat. It ain't even warm. You understand what I'm talking about? But Dak, I've been watching, baby. They steady every time I cut it on. They steady talking about Dak this, Dak that, Dak this. So the light's about to be on you, and they talking about Mike McCarthy. You too, buddy. So y'all might be going out together. It might be a double date. Both of y'all boys out of here. If you don't show up this year, because McCarthy came along saying it was your boy problem, the offensive
Kellen Moore.
coordinator, Kellen
Kellen
Moore.
Moore.
Yeah.
So now
See
Kellen
how
over
these
there
coaches-
with you.
Trying to figure out how these coaches.
Let's see how it's gonna work,
blame
baby.
everybody but me.
Well, who you gonna blame? You ain't trying to lose your job neither, ain't you? You gonna say it was the janitor too?
Who you got, Young P?
I'm going with Dak Prescott.
Oh my God.
Off rip. Ain't nothing else to think about because, like, I started to allude to it a little bit. It's a lot of
team this year. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't-
Yeah.
I'm glad he went with you first. I knew you was gonna come with a whole rant, soliloquy, dissertation on why the Chargers ain't shit. No, I'm just playing. But no, I'm going with Dak because of a lot of other reasons. And Ice kind of went towards it. Contract talks is next year. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, we paying you too much money, and we might not be able to keep some
Got
people
your back,
around
Dak.
you.
All
We
season
need you
two.
to win
All
because we
season
paying
two,
you this
I
money.
got
It's
your
gonna
back,
hold
Dak.
up players from being on a team that you
Got
need to have around you. So if you're not worth your money, we need to try to figure out how to get rid of you, or we need to restructure that contract, buddy. Do something of that nature.
Let me
got your
ask
back.
GM. Let me ask GM
me
Cool
back.
Breeze.
I got your back.
Let
Dak.
me ask GM
What's
Cool
the
Breeze
deal?
one question. Who you signing? Micah Parsons or Dak Prescott?
If you say
Hey,
anything,
hey. Let's see what
Oh.
you come on with. Let's see.
I gotta see what the stats look like.
Ain't no stats.
Let's see what the stats look like coming in.
stats.
I got to see what the stats look like
Stats
coming
to
in.
pick 'em up. Oh, you gonna read?
Go ahead.
Well, let's see
Go
what
ahead.
the
Get back with us.
My-
quarterback is always the star.
I got
So if
Okay.
we win the division, win a playoff game,
Okay.
I'm signing Dak.
I got Dak first. because if they don't at least make it to the conference finals championship, they don't make it to the NFC championship. That's a failure. Really not making it to the Super Bowl. Really
Man, you
winning is a
drinking
failure as long as
Kool-Aid,
he
you
been there.
drinking
No,
the Kool-Aid like the
no.
rest of
What I'm
these
saying is
guys,
this because,
man.
like I said from the beginning,
Anthony,
he also up for that contract, and they not finna keep giving him that money, and he can't get him out the first round or get him nowhere else. Bill Belichick, you're I see how you trying to get the players over there now for Mac Jones and everybody. Trying to get, you trying to get a receiver. You trying to do good in the draft, whatever. Because I know you tired of coming. You ain't used to coming in last in that AFC East. But the owner, I think Kraft is like this. This your last chance with him. You his man, and it's like they all said, what have you done for me lately? Well, that's what my man Cool Breeze always say. So that's what we going with. You ain't been producing lately. So, and then like how you say, everything is changing. And if you're not willing to change and adapt to the league, you're gonna have to go to somebody's team and or stay with your team and turn yourself into the defensive coordinator. And they got to get a new head coach, and you get you a defensive job. And Brandon State, I think you're gonna be cool because Kellen Moore finna put up some points for y'all, and hopefully that defense stand up this year.
Defense don't be
Yeah,
out of here,
yeah,
man. You done blame
yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
Got
That's
nobody to blame but
yeah,
himself now.
yeah. I say Kellen Moore gonna come save him though. Could calling off minicamp cost the Jets the playoffs? Starting off with you, Mastermind.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think it. I don't think it can because they still playing in that Hall of Fame game that following week. So I just think they're just trying to save a little energy and stuff. And then he Aaron Rodgers they claim been working with the receivers, so he got to getting a little rapport with them. So hopefully, I don't think it should affect them too much. To be totally honest with you, I don't think it's gonna affect them at all. It might help them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. What you got to say down there, Cool Breeze?
It's New York. Aaron Rodgers done came. He's in the limelight where he's been trying to get to for the last 4 years. So I'm gonna say no, it won't hurt them, but the Jets will definitely be entertaining this year. Actually, I think the Jets is gonna get more attention. Yeah, I said it. They're gonna get more attention than the Dallas Cowboys. Guarantee that. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, on ESPN.
So every network.
Can't be if they got more games.
I ain't talking about games.
I
I'm just
know.
talking about attention. People talking about them like how they always talk about Dallas and all that. I just think the Jets, it's Jets and Aaron Rodgers. What he gonna do? What they do?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know,
Win and lose.
every game is gonna seem like a playoff game for the Jets.
Okay, what you got to say, Young P?
it's definitely a no. These 3 days ain't gonna hurt him. I think kind of what Mastermind said a little bit. He been working with him. He been going to involuntary workouts. He been doing OTA. He been doing a lot of stuff this year that he wasn't doing in Green Bay. So I don't think it's gonna hurt him. I think they already said that they coming in a week early for training camp. So they gonna make it up by coming in a week earlier than every other team that's starting training camp. So they'll make it up when they do that when they come in a week earlier before everybody else. So I think they'll be fine. It's not gonna hurt them. And like you said, it might end up helping them, saving their legs a little bit or letting them just have some mental, space to kind of do some other things and then lock in for the season. So my answer is no.
When is training camp?
Um,
I know this
This
July.
this week, right? Or next?
No. July, like the last week
like
of
the last
July.
week of July. So I think they come in like the second.
So what's this one now? The
This is
rookies?
this just
Oh,
mandatory
it's a
minicamp.
mandatory weekend.
Okay,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
This is
Okay, no, I'm
mandatory
saying,
weekend.
and then we got except we got training, and then we got preseason start when like August, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 50-50 on that. I'm gonna say it could hurt him, and I believe he might have caught off mini camp because Aaron Rodgers almost pulled something. If y'all remember when
That
he was in
calf.
Cali, yeah. So that might have to do a lot with it. We might not be looking into it, but I remember that. So that's my insight on. I probably think he seen something and he ain't want to push it and was like, you know what, this would be a way I can get him off. Like you say, let everybody get some leg rest and all like that because I don't care. They ain't got no chemistry and all that good. I don't care if it's Aaron Rodgers and they dropping the ball on him and all that. That's OTAs and all that other stuff. You ain't playing against no other team defense.
Right.
Ain't nobody else pushing at your other team. Probably you know how it is. Oh, that's Aaron Rodgers. Nah, So I'm gonna look at it as it could cost them because I think they need chemistry at all given times that they should have it. Mini camps, training camp, OTAs. Now, if you need a little sit down rides, whatever, sit down. But I think the offense and them need as many reps as they can. I understand they still running they old offense to Hackett since that was their old OC. That's why he wanted Cobb and them. But like you say, this the AFC East now. Defense and everything is different than that NFC North.
Right.
So I believe they needed all the training they can get. So that's just my take on it. Anybody else got something to go on that?
Nah.
Okay. Rumor has it. Uh,
No.
rumor has it Lions trying to get Chase Young. Is that a good look? Cool breeze.
It's a good look because it shows that the Lions are determined and being real about trying to win something, but only if they can get him without giving up a whole lot of what they are building, you know. But if they got to give up the bank to get him, no, you know.
Okay. It's not a good look. I'm gonna say that because we understand you was good in Ohio State. You was so in Washington. You was good probably that what the second year, what second or third one, then you hurt. So that's why that's not good to look. Good look. We don't know what we're gonna get from it. You know what I'm saying? You might start off good first 3, 4 games, then you hurt again, and you out. You're not playing enough games for somebody to take that. Somebody can take that chance on you, but I don't think that the Lions should take that chance, especially the way where they see that they going. I believe they can find somebody else for that spot or whatever. I just don't believe.
So if they say you can get Chase Young for a fifth and second round pick, fifth this upcoming year, fifth, seventh
Nah,
next year.
nah.
So
See,
I'm saying
now,
if they not giving up a lot.
no, what I'm saying, now something like that. When we were talking about the money and stuff, when y'all was saying the contract coming up and all like that,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Still, if you getting them pennies on the dollar, yeah.
yeah.
But if you talking about you got to get him some of that first round
Yeah,
money,
no.
or even give him some type of money like we paying you because of your name
Yeah,
and you
no.
ain't showed us nothing. Nah,
No,
don't
sir.
give him none of that.
Yeah.
So that's why I say that's not a good look. But if you can get him pennies on the dollar, then yeah. But other than that, no. But he'll be good. So I'll change and say if y'all can get him for that discount and don't have to pay him no money for that new contract and can work something. And like you say, he ain't getting too much, and he can help that front four. Now that's different because I thought we were talking about giving that money too. But yeah, go ahead, Cool Breeze. I mean, my bad, Mastermind.
Well, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm gonna say it. No, I don't want him. No, because
Not
I
at
already
all.
know. Because
Not
I
at
know what
all.
he gonna want. We basically hinting at it right now. I'm gonna say it. He's gonna come here and say, I need give me who's the top defensive
Right,
lineman
right.
pay. I need
35 a
that.
year. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I say
And that's why I
we
say
can't give him
no.
no money. Yeah, no
I
money.
don't I don't even want to
Yeah,
entertain that
yeah,
thought.
no
Because
money.
if you get here and then you start looking good, get 10 sacks or 12 sacks, now we all gonna be looking like, oh yeah, we're gonna
Nah,
sign him. And then I think that's when what you
yeah,
was
nah, I'm saying
saying,
nah.
ankle or
Yeah,
something.
nah,
You know what
give
I'm
him
saying?
that.
No, sir.
No, give him pennies on the
Me,
dollar. Yeah,
I like what we're doing already.
yeah.
Keep working with what you got. Get some of them second rounders, third rounders, get you some of them free agents to come in and get you some walk on players. Go to that USFL, go to that
Mm.
XFL,
Hell
get you
yeah.
some of them players where you ain't got to tie a bunch of money up into people and use the money for the people that you got already because you're going to have to start paying somebody sooner or later.
Yeah,
Later.
yeah. And
St. Brown,
I'm not paying Chase. I tell you that.
Ron St. Brown, if I'm saying his name right,
Yeah.
he's going to want a couple dollars sooner or later. You got to start thinking about what you're going to do with golf.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So if if any of these draft picks pan out for you, some of them you have to pay some of them. Let alone you got to decide what you're gonna do with Hutch.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, what you gonna do with Hutchinson?
So
Mhm.
that's what
You
I'm
gonna
saying.
have to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
couple
that's
years
what
down the
I'm
line. Everybody got about 3 years that go down the
left in
line.
the contract.
Yeah,
But yeah, but I'm like y'all. I mean, I'm more so on the point of no. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
right,
Kind of
right.
like where he going. Hutchinson, when they like, I think it was you, either Ice or Mastermind was like they needed to change him out of the stance he
Yeah,
was
that was
in.
me.
Yeah,
When they switched him out
Mastermind.
of that stance, he started showing what he could do
Yeah.
and made it look like okay, you was worthy of the pick we got for you. You know what I'm saying? So I think
Mhm.
with him, the old boy from the Black College Houston,
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
he rocked out.
He from Jackson State.
Jackson,
Yes,
you
sir.
know what I'm saying? So
Dion does it again.
exactly.
Mhm.
So you got a solid quarter that you can work with. Like you said, I would rather go somewhere else and get, like you said, a USFL player, somebody that's gonna come in that can come in.
Buy into what we doing.
Doing right,
Exactly. I don't
right.
Chase Young because, like you said, I don't know. Right now,
Yeah,
you're injury prone, so
yeah, that's it.
I
I'm
can't
not
take
giving him no money.
I can't take that risk.
No, that's
Like,
I am.
hey,
Just can't.
get you for a Pepsi and a bag of Doritos. You come on and play defensive end. That's what I said. I get you for a little.
Well, if I could
something.
get you to sign one of them what's the name contracts, what's my man Derek
Yeah.
Carr?
Oh,
Yeah, you get injured, that same injury, I get all mine back, and you get to go.
All right. Greatest closing pitcher to you. Starting off with you, Mastermind. Greatest closing pitcher to you.
Pick a Yankee, baby. Pick one. I'll let y'all go with that. That's my answer. Pick a Yankee.
Okay.
what Rivera did.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
It's
pick
easy,
one.
It's easy to say Rivera, but
Pick one.
I'm going with my man who owned the consecutive record for saves,
Oh,
Eric Gang from the LA Dodgers, 84. That's right. Ain't been done by your boy. Your boy maxed out at 20. Your boy maxed out at 20 consecutively. It's you know how hard it is to come in with runners in scoring position and you got to close the game out. It's hard, buddy. It's hard.
this is what I'm saying. See, this is what happens when people be all looking up stuff, going to stats, looking at Google and stuff. They said, who the greatest closing pitcher to you?
You, not go.
Here this
I
guy
got
going
my-
up.
I
You
got
know what
my
I'm saying? See,
people.
and when I was a young kid, it was a young man, the pitcher.
Google fingers working.
Oh my God. You walk right into that door for
What's
you.
that? Raleigh Fingers, baby. I like Raleigh, the mustache, baby.
Yes, sir.
So it was just no young kid when you seeing that. It was like, mommy, dad, you know, who was that? Who was that? You know. So that made you kind of pay attention to him and then find out about him that he was a cold boy. Raleigh Fingers, and like you say, plenty of Yankees, plus his man, you know what I'm saying, Rivera, you know what I'm saying? Your man got, you know, Goss Gooses was another dog,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I like to Riley just for, you know, he looked like a character to me. So, but Riley was my guy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you got to know this type of stuff, Cool Breeze, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know,
I just went with somebody who did it, you know. Ain't nobody.
I did it, Riley Fingers. I did it.
Oh, you just couldn't. That's paper. What
Mm.
paper?
All the time. Ain't nothing changed. What's wrong with
Said any Yankee.
all of the time?
But that wasn't the
He's
question.
seen Yankees.
Wasn't the question about any
Go ahead.
Yankee.
Yeah, it really is.
And you-
I told you pick one.
And I said Rivera.
Yeah,
but
you
that's
picked one. He picked one.
That's
That's what I be trying to tell you. See? I know that. That's what I be trying to tell you.
I told you, mastermind.
You gotta go with the obvious choice.
You know you don't.
Just go grab some bullshit.
That's the choice.
I went
Raleigh Fingers, baby. Raleigh Fingers, baby.
Pick a Yankee.
And then you got to understand this. You got to understand this. Now, don't get me wrong. Rivera was a dog. He straight up monster. I actually like that boy coming in closing it down. But you got to remember, these other guys that was closing, they was coming in the seventh.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's the difference. These other guys coming in one inning. Rivera and them was one inning pitchers for closing. But Raleigh and them, 7, 8, not putting it down. So, but like you say, but all them great pitchers, all of them. But just want to let y'all know something about the history and also how the game changed closers. Who's more disappointing, Stanton or Harper? Major League Baseball, who's more disappointing, Stanton or Harper? Starting off with you, Cool Breezy.
I'm gonna go with Stanton from the Yankees. He's more disappointing because since he left Miami and went over to New York, he's constantly injured. I don't even think he's playing like half a season, is he?
I haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, like and he been over there for what 4 years now?
I've been seeing Judge. I'm waiting on Judge.
That's what I'm like. So he has to be more disappointed. Then with Harper, Harper left the Nationals, Washington Nationals, to go to Philly, and the reason why I'm giving Harper the edge, even though he's been sort of suspect, he got Philly to the World Series
To the
last year.
series.
They didn't win it, but
They
he
got
also
there.
played on a torn ACL too. So you know, so I'm gonna give Harper the edge on that.
Okay. Down here with you, Mastermind.
I went the same thing. I went with Stanton.
You want with Stanton?
Yeah, man. If you look at he got Harper. He ain't too much better. Though.
That's what I said.
He got
but
3 home runs, but Stanton got 5 home runs, dog. He's
you
supposed
talking
to
about this year?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just going overall. Since
No,
they
I'm
both
talking
got-
about
Since
this
that,
year.
yeah.
That's all I'm going about this year. I'm just looking at it, man. And this is, to me, both of them. Truthfully, I'm paying y'all big money for what?
300 million.
I got 8 home runs between the two of y'all.
That's
Yes,
the tie.
I'm
If
talking
you
about
talking about this year, that's the
100
tie.
Right.
But give Harper a little bit because he just came back from the ACL. He just came.
I mean, all that sound good, but
Who
look at what he doing, baby.
who you got, Young P?
So America, I just wanted y'all to know, y'all may or may not have caught it. So when y'all rewind the tape about 2 minutes, you see what he did real quick? He was like, "Hey, who did you pick, Yankee?" Oh, he gonna say Stanton on the next question.
Yeah.
Not you, Billy. The man to the.
Oh, okay.
That's a me. Yeah, played dog.
That's for me, dog.
Hey,
That's
who did you? Rivera? Oh wait, he got that. Is big
Oh.
bastard. Get a real slick. I like how he played it.
I like that, P. I like that, P. I like that, P. You caught him. You caught him.
I caught him.
Okay, I got. I
Caught him.
like
He
that.
cool.
I like that, P.
But Stanton, yeah, man, you finessed them boys. I ain't gonna even lie. I don't know from the Marlins.
It's the biggest heist ever.
Oh man, from the Marlins to the Yankees, I don't know what you doing. Yeah. You staying injured, like you said. You ain't barely playing. You're barely hitting. I don't know. You definitely finessed a nice little heist and got rich. And you know the money guaranteed in the
Right.
No issue.
You gotta do nothing. You play 2 games, and I'm getting
Yeah.
So
Like I about get your money back from both players. I wish Boss Man was still here, Steinbrenner. He'd have been like, get this punk out of here. You know what I'm saying, or something. You know what I mean? Like,
You fired him yesterday.
Yeah.
We're done.
yeah.
he
He
was
came in good, Stan. I don't know if you wanted to be the big man, then they came and got judged behind you. Something I don't know, but man, we thought y'all was gonna be a good 1-2 punch. Y'all back behind each other and all like that, but yeah, you disappointing, player. You
Yeah.
disappoint. And Harper, I thought you was that rock star, but nope. Nope. Like I say, that's why you gotta take these boys' money, because that goes for long in baseball too. You only pay them rock stars. These boys ain't moved. They ain't coming to see these boys no more. You know what I'm saying? They coming to see Judge, and them Judge, your money is good. Stan, you gotta be starting them contracts. I gotta start,
yeah, something.
Yeah.
start giving the money back.
Nah, you can't really mess with their money.
That's
So
your
I
money,
want to say,
dog.
but you gotta do something. I can trade you boys or
David Carr.
Hey,
something.
would you do something like this?
Derek
Out of
Carr.
curiosity, shorten some of them contracts.
I'm shorting some of that money. I ain't sure you. I can give you as many years as you want.
Still give
But
you
yeah,
million
I
for
can
it.
give you that bread.
Right.
Yeah, I can't give you none of
I'm
that
going with
brother.
I'm going with that Derek Carr. You get any injury to that,
Yeah.
you out of here. I mean, what's the name, right? With the Raiders.
Right. No. Then I was about to
Garoppolo.
say Garoppolo.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
See, I'm signing one of them who got that waiver. You any type of injury with that, you out of
Out
here.
of here.
And I keep my money.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. And that's how we ending the show.
Yes, sir.
Yay.
We
Peace
out.
out.
Yes,
We
sir.
out. Till next week.
Peace out. Ground
That's my
Yeah.
guy.
I'll make
Yes,
sure
sir.
we bring it
Thank
up
you.
at the
Thank you. Yes, sir.
beginning of the next show.
Yes, sir.
Great debate, gentlemen. Great debate.
Yes, sir. That was a good show, right? And now I can tell you. Yeah, I think Dirk might have missed work. He just said,